Good morning. A quote attributed to many people, from the Nobel Prize winning quantum physicist Niels Bohr to legendary baseball player and philosopher Yogi Berra, states it is difficult to make predictions, especially about the future. It is so appropriate in the modern day banking scenario. In a world that is witness to a renewed phase of turbulence, fresh headwinds from the banking sector turmoil, in advanced economies with cases of bank failures, the fears of contagion risk come to the fore. The banking sector in India has, however, been able to weather several financial shocks thus far, and based on the lessons learned in India from the past, it needs to be seen if the Indian banking sector is today any better place to even weather governance shocks. In a world that is seeking stability, the BFSI sector is more than a banking and a financial services narrative, but is today an Indian story. Apart from its record on stability, India's digital surge in the financial sector has now emerged as a new beacon of hope for several economies. In the light of these and more, we bring you to the second edition of FE Modern BFSI Summit, where thought leaders, policymakers, A-listers from the banking, financial services, and insurance arena will brainstorm, discuss, deliberate, swap ideas, and trigger a solutions-based thinking. Hello, everyone. I, Vibhav Sharma, am your host for the event. Hearty welcome to this full day of actionable knowledge extravaganza. FE Modern BFSI Summit 2023, in your much valued presence, will witness key Indian BFSI stakeholders of the finest kind coming together to pave the way for a stable banking scenario in India and across the globe. Before we set the ball rolling, let me choose this juncture to say a big thank you to our valued partners who have supported us for this much awaited summit. Thank you to our platinum partner, Perfios, technology partner, Kindrel, associate partner, Checkpoint, and KYC partner, SignZ. With that, we start our day themed Reshaping BFSI for Imperatives Beyond the Digital Surge. But before that, the official hashtag of our show, which you may please use to share your perspectives on social media, is hashtag FEModernBFSI. With that, for the welcome address, allow me to rope in our own Roshun Povaiah, editor, financialexpress.com. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming him upon the stage.
Thanks, Vibhav. And a very good morning to all of you and welcome to the FE Modern BFSI Summit. This is our second edition, and I think we live in very exciting times. You would have noticed now everybody is addicted to the phone. And this is your bank, this is your payment device, this is your connection to the world. I used to carry a fat wallet with a lot of notes stuffed in just a few years ago. And now I leave home with just a few credit cards and my phone. And in fact, the credit cards are also going to disappear very soon because that also is in the phone now with your NFC devices. So that's where we have progressed. And today you'll be hearing from a lot of stalwarts in the banking and payment space, in the insurance space, in the financial services space. Just after I finish with this address, I'll be speaking to Mr. Dilip Asbe, who's actually instrumental in making payments ubiquitous, not just in India, but worldwide. He's got a lot of countries now chasing after him. In fact, I was just speaking to a colleague of mine and saying this is like that dialogue in Three Idiots when they meet Funsuk Wangdu and they say, okay, so you are the person that the whole world is looking for. Japan, Korea, Singapore, everybody is looking for you. So that's where we are today. Just to give you some statistics, total digital payments recorded in 22-23 saw a growth of 57.8% in volume terms and 19.2% in value terms, according to RBI data. Last month, there were 9 billion transactions on UPI, which is worth 14 lakh crores. That's in May. And the average transaction size, if you look at P2C, P2P, that's peer-to-peer and peer-to-merchant, it's between 800 rupees to 3,000 rupees, so that's about 1,500 rupees. Given all that, we still have a very high cash component in our economy. cash still remains king. In fact, at the time of demonetization, the cash to GDP ratio was about 8.67%, with about 13.3 lakh crores in circulation. And this year, it is expected to be about 12.5%, with about 32 lakh crores in circulation. There's also a very large digital divide. While there are about 300 million people who have devices that can access the internet and can do digital payments and transactions, there is still a large part of the population that still depends on cash. And how are we going to cater to that population? How are we going to eventually reduce the cash component? These are some of the things I'm hoping we'll find solutions to in today's event. Also, we're moving into the next sphere of things. And the RBI has announced the CBDC, the central bank's digital currency. How is that going to operate? How is that going to sit with the fiat currency in parallel? How is it going to enable transactions? And we also have a lot of interoperability now happening with other countries in the UPI space, which we'll be talking about. Singapore, Japan, some of these countries have already started off. That said, I think I will not take too much time because Mr. Asbe is also in a bit of a hurry today, and we'd love to hear from him. So, with those words, I shall, welcome you all to the FE Modern BFSI Summit, and hope to have some very engaging sessions through the day.